You have people in your life right now, and you're wondering, right? I made videos about this before, but this is just to break down why it's happening. You know, you have people that every time you're doing something good, every time that you succeed in something, they don't. These people, no matter what, they just don't want to see or tell you things that's good. You feel like, okay, you know what, I've done the best that I can to make sure that, hey, for me to succeed, and with me being successful in completing, you know, my education, you getting that business up and running, right? You're making six figures. You're a person that you got out your comfort zone and you decided to take that course. You decided to go and network, and then now you have a grant to even open up that business. People around you, they decided to just don't want to talk to you. They've decided to just whatever you do is just that now they want to down talk you and tell you that, hey, are you sure you can do that? It's a lot of responsibility, as if like they just want to talk you out of what you're doing. It gets so deep to where they'll say things and try to get you in trouble, trying to get you hurt and hurt your feelings, and tell you that you're not going to be successful. You're making a huge mistake because a lot of people that get into business within 2 to 5 years they fail, and realistically, you're doing a lot more better than them. I got something to tell you and tell you the title of the video. Before I get into it, let me introduce myself. This is Gene, your best friend, your new best friend, and I invite you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. And today we're going to talk about, I wrote it down, the subject is they don't support you because you remind them of everything they gave up on. Yes, you heard the title of the video. A lot of people in this time, and I always say this, I would say there's a thing that called the 1%. The 1% are actually people they state that they're the ones that's running everything that's going on in this world, right? But there's people in this world that we live, we there's people that are happy with their lives. They've done sacrifices for them to get to where they need to be, right? Now I'm not saying that's the 100%. That's the 1%. Then you got the population that 99%, right? The average people, right? But I can't say, I wouldn't say all the people in 99% are miserable, right? But we have those that are individuals that are actually working on ourselves, that are, some of us are very successful. And all I heard and all I know about those people, right? For example, the 1%, two things that stuck out to me the most was they always kept God first and never gave up on their dream. And two, the people that were closest to them are the people that turned their backs on them. They were jealous and envious of them, and jealous and envy of them. And all they did was try to use them and take what they have, bring them down, right? And it just made me think, like, you know what? This subject that we're talking about it touched me on that, because there's a lot of us, including myself, that we do all that we can do to get out our comfort zone. Like, if you're a person like me, as I stated before, Caribbean background. Also, my parents, I'm from the hood. I said it, urban community. And a lot of people don't want to see people do good. If you're doing better than the average person, or you're doing something that you love, a lot of people are not going to want to support you. A lot of people are just not going to be happy for you, because things that they wanted to do, dreams that they wanted to pursue, they just couldn't do it because they didn't believe in themselves. Now, a person like you, a person like me, right? Like even me, for example, never in my life, and I said this before in a few videos ago, not ever in my life, it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, I would not in my right mind think that, hey, I'll take that back, not 5 years ago, because it's been over 5 years since I've been on YouTube, right? But officially in 2022. But not in my right mind, I would think, let's say 10 years ago, that I would be on YouTube, trying to bring up with you guys, having people commenting, liking my page, saying that, hey, you know what I mean? Me talking in front of the camera, right? Because to do this, like, man, you're not doing things the average person is doing every day. So I remember when I started doing it and I was showing people in my YouTube channel, and I apologize if I keep talking about myself, but this is the only example I can give you because I live this every day. Yo, people will tell me, oh, you know, they'll question me, you know, they'll before they can even support you, and using myself as an example, they'll nit and pick things out of what you're doing before they can support you. And it's crazy because these same people, if you were to talk to them 20 years ago, 5 years ago, they're not doing what they want to do. But what I can say, what they do have is an imagination. People are afraid to do what they want to become. And a lot of people, and I'm sad to say this, they don't have an identity. They don't know their identity, they don't have their identity. They just believe that, hey, what they're doing is going to get them to where they want to be. And they lost touch with themselves. They lost touch with, you know, their what they believe in. But you are a person that when you do what you want to do and you're breaking these generational curses, you're completing those goals that you say you're going to complete, and you're almost at that finish mark, or you are at that finish mark and you completed what you need to be and you're actually making the money you want to become, those people that you used to be cool with, those people that they just decide to stop talking to you because who knows what, but you just know at the back of your mind, it's because I became this, it's because I completed that business. They stopped talking to me when I did what I needed to do. Just remember, those people who decided to do that, you have to look at them and how they living and who they are. You're reminding them that, hey, pretty much that they're losers. I'm sorry to say, I gotta be honest. You just reminded them that they're losers. If you want to be real, but if you want me to water it down, right, title of the video, right, they don't support you. Why? Because you remind them of everything that they didn't become. And this is a sad world. Instead of gaining motivation, getting advice from you, or telling you, like, actually make question, or you can help, you can ask them, they can ask you for help for you can put them on. Instead, they would rather just show you nothing but just complete hate and jealousy, you know? And it's sad. So, like I said, most people that's in your life, and again, like the title of the video, they don't support you because you remind them of everything they gave up on. And it's not your fault. It's not your fault. Everybody is an individual, and we all are accountable for how we live our lives and what we become and what we want to do. Alright, so if you like this video, I invite you to please like, share, and subscribe to your best friend, your new best friend. Alright, peace.